How you doing, guys? So, I'm changing my air filter, as you can see. This is all done in pictures, so I hope you enjoy it. I hope this teaches you something. If you've got an MT-125, I hope you find this very interesting. This box here is the air filter. These holes here, 1mm screws, 8mm screws. You need to remove all these side bits here, but I will show you how this is all done via pictures. Have fun. Alright guys, so to change your air filter, what you will need is your air filter, a flathead, a crosshead, 3/8 drive, 3/8 extension, 3/8 quarter drive adapter, quarter drive adapter for your CRVs at the bottom there. You'll need a CRV4, CRV5, CRV6, 14mm, a 10mm, and maybe an 8mm, but we'll get to that one. We're going to start removing the screws from underneath the seat. So you want to remove the CRV4 ones first, which we highlighted there, and there, and then remove the CRV6mm one just here and here. Also want to remove the CRVs for one on the side here and one on the back here. Okay, next you want to remove the arm on the side of the bike. There's 3 screws. The bottom left hand one is this one here. The middle screw is the bottom one just here, and that top one is just here. 3 highlights. Once you have removed all 3 screws, give the arm a firm tug, but not too much because it is connected to your indicator. Then remove the indicator wire by pushing this green lever here back and pull this up. Remember to do this for both sides. Next, we're going to remove the fuel tank cover by first remove your fuel tank filler cap, and then once you have removed this, we're going to remove a 10mm nut from the front of the bike just here, and then we are going to release 2 screws on either side here, normal. When you have removed 2 screws and a bolt from the fuel tank cover, be sure to hold both sides of the fuel tank cover and carefully gradually pull them up bit by bit, and then give it a good tug off. Careful as you do this. After you've done this, you will then expose the fuel tank. You will then remove 2 screws and one bolt from the front of the bike just here, and 2 screws from the back of the fuel tank just here and here. Now once you remove the screws and the bolt, you will then be able to remove the fuel tank. In order to do this, you will need to remove 2 power cables and an overflow pipe from the left hand side. If you have a half tank of fuel or a full tank of fuel, please remove your fuel line, cap it off, and put the fuel tank on the floor. I did not do this because I had hardly any fuel in my tank whatsoever, so I was able then to put my tank on its side up near the handlebars, as you will see towards the end. Now, this is the pipe here. It's got a little spring you need to push together, slide it down. Get a pair of pliers or a screwdriver, just ease it down and pull out. Next are these 2 power cables just here. You've got a grey one and a black one. Just disconnect them off by off, and then you'll be able to remove the fuel tank. Remember what I said about removing the fuel pipe if necessary. Now you got this far. This is the airbox just here. Now you can go and do yourself a quick brew and have 5 minutes yourself before you carry on. So this is the airbox just here. You have 4 screws. They have a crosshead, or they are an 8mm socket. You can use either one you like. They are just here, 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 and here. Once you have removed these screws, you can then lift off the air filter box with no problems. Carefully remove the lid, it will just pop off, and you'll bring the air filter with you. Once you have removed your air filter, you will see how dirty it is. Now you can replace the air filter with a new one using an OME, which is a standard MT-125 air filter, which you can get from any dealership or even online. Or you can use an aftermarket Hillflow Filter 01, which is red, and the one I used. Now you want to remove all this gunk at the bottom here. It's just basically a bit of oil build up and water bit of build up. You can bleed this. There is a bleeder as well, which is located underneath your bike, which is right about here now. This is the bleeder. Just remove that, pull that off, run the bike up, just get a bit of tubing, put a tubing on it, and use a syringe to suck it out with. Now I put a bit of tissue inside, cleaned it up with a bit of tissue, and then once you have done that, you will be able to then put your new aftermarket filter in. It is recommended. Now you can see how dirty they are compared to each other. The red one to the left is the aftermarket one, and the yellow one to the right is the standard one you can buy from any dealer supplier. Now when it goes back in, the wire mesh at the bottom will sit in the bottom, and all the little grills will sit up towards the roof of the lid, as that's the way the air will flow in, so the wire guard will stop anything travelling into the actual air box and then into your engine. Now this is how it sits in before you put the lid back on. This is, as you can see, the ribs are sitting up towards the lid, and then the lid will just sit on top of that comfortably. Congratulations guys, you have now officially changed your air filter. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's pretty much straightforward to change. Now putting everything back together, you literally do the same what you did, but in reverse, just little bits at a time. Just to help your life a bit easier, get a few sandwich bags. So when you take each part off the screws, put the screws into the bag and then attach it to that part. Once you have done that, it'll be easier as you go backwards in reverse. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, leave any comments in the video below. Remember to hit the like button, remember to subscribe. There'll be a lot more coming your way. Thanks.